Hey, I'm
Hey,
Ricky,
hey, and I'm Rosa.
and welcome to Nowhere
Nowhere
in
in
Particular,
particular.
a podcast unfiltered, unedited, on a ride going nowhere.
Thanks for tagging along. Buckle up, baby.
Ooh, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
I
I missed
know.
you.
We took a little
Yeah.
unplanned break.
Unplanned break. So, first of all, apologies because we did say we'd be recording more frequently, and that is the plan. We do plan to record frequent episodes and
Yes, keeping you guys updated.
yeah. But we didn't last week. We kind of got some news that kind of shook us, and so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you get shaken, I freeze. That's what I do. I freeze. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I try to catch my breath. And I'm catching my breath now, and so it's good to be back, and it's good to be back on schedule. So hopefully this doesn't happen again. But
Life, bro. Life.
yeah,
It's just,
life, it comes at you in different
I
ways and in
know.
different waves and depths and heights and
Yeah, speaking of bad days,
yeah.
what's like when you have those days where you're like not feeling your best or you get really bad news, like,
Frozen.
yeah, like how do you handle it? Like, how do you maintain?
I love taking a long shower and like just letting it all
Mm,
out. Like emotionally, I think it's a good idea. Just like
mm-hmm.
release it and process it, and then hold on to positivity. Like
Yes.
I think like it's so important because once you let go of it, it's easy to spiral into a really dark place. And so,
Mm-hmm.
like, if positivity was a muscle, it'd be one I'd be exercising to try to like, I'd hold on to it and I would try to like grow it and keep, I don't know, keep that light on.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
I
about
think there's
you?
something really healing about water because, like, when I'm having a bad time too, I'm taking a bubble bath. Like, I'm filling up the tub, gonna
Do
put
the
some
bubble
vitamin
bath.
E oil in
Ooh,
there,
okay.
put some little essential
Some
oils.
bubbles.
I know, get some candles and kind of give myself like a little romance, like show myself
Oh, I
love.
love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I treat yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But yeah, I try to like feel my feelings and same as you. Like, I try to feel how I'm feeling so I can let it out, but also not stay in that place too long and just always remind myself that everything in life is happening like for a reason. And if I look back over my life, all of the terrible times and all the terrible experiences always like come with some type of lesson or learning, or it's just like a good experience to look back on. And so I just like try to keep that like in the moment, just knowing that everything is working as it should.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to. I agree, but sometimes it is hard to like recognize that when in the moment it could feel like you're literally drowning, like you're hit by a huge wave. And
Yeah.
I always say, like, ride the wave or drown in it. And so,
Yeah.
like, I say it and it's easy to say, but when the wave hits you and you are drowning, it's like actually you need to work your way out and gasp for air.
Yeah, I think friendships are really important for that too. Like having someone to
Mm,
lift you up, because it's like you say, you have that knowledge of like what you should do,
right.
but it's hard to consistently pull yourself up, and like so having someone around just to say that like I'm here or to like be there for
It
you to
means
vent with.
so much.
Yeah,
You're
it's
so right.
everything.
That's really what has gotten me through like this kind of like, I don't know what to call it, but this time in my life where I got really
Hmm.
bad news, and I felt crippled with this news. But having solid and strong support system, such as friends and family, has been
Yeah,
super helpful. But also, yeah, I think it's super helpful just having support system.
yeah.
Yeah, and being able to ask for help. Like I feel like I didn't necessarily ask for help, but I was open about what was going on to my friends, just to let them know, like,
Hmm.
this is what's going on. And everybody's been so loving and
Yeah.
wonderful. But what about you? Like, are you open when it comes to that?
Usually I like to like I'm a type of person that deals with everything like by myself, and so I
Mm-hmm.
like to like
Oh,
get
hermit
myself
crab.
together,
Yeah,
yeah, and then like I can present, like I can move forward, but I have to like process it for myself.
for sure. And that's
Yeah.
what I call my hermit time, is like in the shower when I'm crying or in the
Mm,
bath. And then I come out of that and I'm like, okay, cool. Where's my strength? Let me find
yeah.
it. and let me armor myself with it because I need it.
Yeah.
So okay,
I know.
here's to staying strong and keeping
Yes.
positive.
I know. I felt a little heavy for a while.
That
It's like,
was
like,
yeah, but you know what? It's truth and it's raw
and
and
it's life.
unfiltered and
It's
unedited.
what reminds us that we're alive. Like,
Yeah, shit happens.
yeah.
Shit happens. Um, so during this time, like I hadn't been looking at our anything. I was just like completely out,
Mhm.
not online. But today, as we were preparing for the show, I went
Yes.
onto our YouTube and I see that we have 146 subscribers.
How fucking
Holy
cool.
moly! Thank you so much
I
to everybody
know.
who subscribes and everybody who listens.
It
Thanks.
means so
Yeah.
much. Like, you guys
Speaking of
have
support,
no
yeah,
idea.
that has like, yeah, it's really
It
lifted
makes me
me.
so happy to like know
Yeah.
the people, like our friends, like listen and like genuinely
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
I know.
I
Thank you so
hope you guys
much.
genuinely enjoy it. You
And
guys
if you
better.
have a topic or something you want to, I don't know, something you want to chit chat about or you want us
Yeah.
to chit chat about, drop a line in our comment section or
Yeah.
on YouTube or I don't know if can you drop a line anywhere else? I'm not sure.
I
Maybe
think only
email?
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Okay.
But you guys can email us at nowhereinparticularshow@gmail. Hit us up. Let us know like what you're
.com.
interested, what you like. You know.
So speaking of shit happens,
Mhm.
I thought it'd be really interesting to have a conversation around shit. A little
Shit.
shitty conversation. Like some global shit. I feel like, speaking of raw and shit we don't talk about,
Uh
like we
huh.
don't talk about toilet etiquette around the world or just like
Yeah.
toilet etiquette period,
Yeah. Tell me more.
you
I'm so
know,
interested in this
we had it.
topic.
We had an episode about flushing the toilet, and that should be standard etiquette. Is like one flush. That's number one, actually. Yeah. Number
Rule
two is
number
make
one.
sure you leave it clean. You leave it better than you left it. Okay, don't be leaving a mess. Nobody likes that. But yeah, I've done some traveling, and I've realized. I once was in the Middle East and I was eating with my both my right and left hand, and I was questioned why I was eating with my left hand because that hand is reserved for something else. Yeah, it's reserved for
Ah.
hygiene, like for bathroom hygiene. And I was like, wow, that's fascinating. And I kind of did a little digging and was reading about like different cultural etiquettes around the world, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a little convo around shit.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily shit; it's piss too, but shit sounds fun. Um, yeah. Do you have a? Well, first, let me ask: do you have a preferred method?
I usually like my bidet.
Oh,
You
bidet all the
know.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like ordered one off Amazon and it completely changed my life.
Really, it was life
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah, usually like prior to that, and I still do, like I don't like regular like toilet tissue. I like
Okay.
wet wipes.
Okay, same.
Yeah, because it's more
Same.
gentle and I feel like
Yes.
it does the job better. But the
True.
bidet is just like so, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like relaxing within itself too.
Yeah. It's an experience. Like if
Yeah.
you've never had a bidet experience, like it could be life changing. You're right. I'm curious. So did you like set it up yourself? Because
Yeah.
I kind of want a bidet, and I just don't know. Like, was it easy to do?
I got someone that can do it for
Okay,
you.
you know someone.
I know
Okay.
somebody.
I love always having a friend. Um, yeah, that'd be great. I would love. I actually was looking into some bidets because you recently used a friend's bidet and it was an incredible experience. They had to
Ooh,
pull
do
me out of the
tell, do
restroom.
tell.
I was like, leave me alone. It was like it was heated. First, you walk into the restroom, the toilet lid lifts up on its own, and I'm like, oh,
It's like, oh, you're here?
yeah. It's like,
Come over here.
I was like, thank you. Finally noticing, and then
Somebody sees
okay,
me.
exactly. And then you sit down and it's warm, and it's like, oh my god, it's like a hug for your butt. It really is. It's so nice. Yeah, and then it had like all these different. It had a remote with all these different options, like front and back, and cool air and warm air, and
Fancy.
yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can stay here all day and just play around, just like have fun. There's nothing like a nice bidet, but
Yeah.
in some places they do use their hand.
And they do. That's just like how it is. Like we don't ever talk about it, but that's a thing. And
That's so
in
interesting.
the U.S., it's toilet paper
Yeah.
usually. But I'm a wet wipe girl myself. But my preference would be a bidet. Ain't nothing wrong with toilet paper though, but I'm just there's like it's a different experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's one we all experience, but we never talk about.
Yeah. Have you do you use like the little stool that you put your feet
the squatty
on?
potty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a squatty potty for a while and I loved it. And I had it like the version 1 back when it came out after Shark Tank. Like, did you know it's a Shark Tank product?
Yeah.
So it was kind of big and bulky, and I really loved it, but my restroom's too small. My sister has one, though, that's nice and, like, chic. It's so cute. And, I love using it. But, yeah, I find it helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did find it helpful at first, but over...
You're like,
over
it's just a place to rest my feet. Yeah.
I know. But, like, ours, like, folds up, and we put it, like, next to the toilet if we're not using it. So I guess
you got a travel one?
I take it with me.
You could.
Always pack it in the suitcase.
Okay, he stay packing. That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know what happened.
BYO, what is it? S. Bring your own squat. Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know they made portable ones.
Yeah, Amazon has everything.
They have everything. They're not our sponsors, by the way. But if they wanted to be, they can hit us up at nomoreinparticular@gmail.com and chit chat with us.
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
Let you know our price.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel like we have just been talking shit. We started off all raw.
I know.
And ended all raw.
Literally.
Taking
just
different roads.
Going nowhere.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. It's been a fun.
Thank you guys so much for tuning
it's been a fun,
in.
Like 12 minutes now. I think we'll be at 13 by the time the show's over.
Yeah.
Which is our goal. So, yay.
Yes, and we just want to let you guys know that if you're out there just chilling by yourself, like you're not alone,
Yes.
We're here with you.
Totally.
You can always email us, DM us. On
Comment.
Instagram, everywhere at Nowhere in Particular
You're
Show.
not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Love
alone.
to everyone. So much gratitude to you guys.
Love and gratitude, and you don't gotta go home.
But you gotta take another road out of here.
We love you and we thank you, and we're so happy you're here with us.
Bye.
See you next time.
Mwah.